Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe Christmas is just around the corner, but we're not doing a Christmas card, we're doing a Valentine's Day card. Just because I wanted a pink card, so I'm calling it a Valentine's Day card, but you can switch out the colors, I suppose. We're using some new items from Simon Says Stamp as part of their DieCember release. We have the Sweet Street, or I want to call Sweet Street, it's called the Sweet Treat Critters. I love this and all the sweet goodness in it, and then especially the donut. I guess I'm craving donuts. And then I'm also going to be using the layered scallop tags. I think these are so pretty, and I think these would make a great home panel for my card today. We're going to make our card in 5 easy steps, and I'm calling it a Valentine's Day card, but you could actually switch out the colors and create a birthday card with it, or even just a just because card. So let's jump in and get started. As always, we're going to start off with step number 1, which is creating our focal image. And we're going to do a little bit of Copic coloring. First, let's start off with creating our focal point. And to do that, we're going to be stamping our Sweet Treat Critters. And we're going to do this little corner of treats. And I'm also going to do the little critter that's sitting inside a donut. Because why not? How sweet is that? I'm going to stamp with my Memento Tuxedo Black ink, because we're going to be coloring in our image with Copic markers. Okay, I'm going to share with you the colors of markers that I'm going to be using. These are the colors I picked out. I'll play a little bit of music, I'll zoom in, and then when I'm done coloring, I will catch you back. Okay, coloring is all done. I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to fussy cut out both of my images, and I'll be right back. I'm all done with my fussy cutting, and I'm pretty sure Simon Says Stamp will have a bundle and also a coordinating die set that will cut these out, the cute little images out. While I was fussy cutting, I thought we needed a little extra love, so I also stamped 2 little hearts and the little speech bubbles or thought bubbles here. Okay, so this is our focal point. We're going to move along to step number 2, and we're going to create our home panel. For our home panel today, we're going to be using the brand new layered scalloped tags die set. I thought this die set was so pretty. I love scallop details, and we're going to cut out the middle size. It looks like there's pierced detail on here. I'm going to cut this out with some gray cardstock. And then the scalloped piece, I'm going to cut out with a piece of white cardstock. And for my tag topper, we're going to use the rounded one. No, let's use the square one. Let's use the square round. We could actually use You can actually take the tape off that's on here, but I'm going to use the square tag topper for this card. We'll cut this out also. I'm going to use a little bit of glue, and we are going to attach the scallop piece to the base of our tag, and they layer just gorgeous together. And then I did bring in an eyelet here that we are going to add to the tag topper. I went ahead and attached that to the top of my tag. And then what we're going to do is take some red twine. This is from Fawn. And we are going to thread our tag and tie a bow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and trim the twine here. And our home panel today is going to be this cute little tag. I am going to flip this over and put some foam tape behind here. And then we'll put this with our focal image. And now we're going to move along to step number 3 and create our greeting. For our greeting, we are going to do some heat embossing on some red cardstock. So I'm going to treat my paper with my anti-static powder. I'm going to stamp the greeting in our stamp set that says, I do not know what I would do without you. Just love that. And then I will go over this with some white embossing powder. Using my heat gun, we'll go ahead and melt this. And then I'm going to trim this out using a Simon Says Stamp die. This one is the Sentiment Labels. The smallest one will work perfectly to cut this out. And that will be my greeting. I did pop it up with the foam strip, so this one's ready to go. Now we're going to move along to step number 4 and create our background. For my background, we're going to be using a Simon Says Stamp layering stencil. This is the Argyle Builder. And this is a 3-piece stencil set, and I'm going to use 3 different inks. For my first layer, we're going to use Simon Says Stamp Pawsitively Saturated Ink. We're going to use flannel, and we're going to add a little color over an A2 panel of Lovely. After we have flannel down, we're going to add our next stencil. For the next layer, we're going to add guava ink here. Add a little pink to our background. That's the nice thing about the fog cardstock, is you can add different colors. So we added a little pink to our background. We'll go ahead and remove this stencil here. For our third and final layer, I thought we would add some red ink to go with the cherry on our image. We're going to use some cherry ink. And we're just going to add some little dotted detail on our Argyle print. Wonderful. I think that looks so cute. I love this color combination. I'm going to clean off my work surface, and then I'll take my background and we're going to put it on an A2 size card base. And I'm loving the colors. I think it's going to make a real fun Valentine's Day card. So I'm going to take my home panel. We're going to add it to the front of our card here. And then let's go ahead and add our images. We're going to do a little tucking with both of the images. Originally I was going to layer this critter over this existing donut, but I thought he was too big. So we're going to do a little tucking and add him behind here. Once I arranged my focal image on my home panel, I thought maybe we should center this. So I did scoot my tag to the center here. Okay, we'll tack this down. And then I'm going to add my greeting straight across the bottom, right in the center. And then I did pop up each one of these little thought bubbles with the hearts. And I thought we would add a couple here. Okay, now we're going to move along to step number 5, which means it's time to embellish. First off, we're going to use some glossy accents over the hearts in our thought bubbles. I'm also going to add it to the cherry here, and then to the drizzle on the donut. We'll add a little life. We're going to add some over our sprinkles. And then we're going to add a little more pizzazz by adding some unicorn glitter. Just trim down a little piece of cardstock. And we're going to add some glitter to wherever we put glossy accents. We're going to add some sparkle. Lovely. And then I'm going to do a little cleanup with my little embellishment wand here. And that will finish off my card project for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.